A Florida surgeon is accused of removing the wrong organ during surgery. April 2026. Miramar Beach, Florida. Armed deputies surround a rideshare vehicle at a busy intersection. The man behind the wheel isn't a fugitive or a violent criminal. He's a surgeon. 44-year-old Dr. Thomas Shaknovsky is being arrested for manslaughter. Prosecutors say that during a routine operation, he removed the wrong organ from a patient, not the wrong tissue sample, an entirely different organ. A 70-year-old man entered the hospital needing his spleen removed. He never left alive, because according to investigators, the surgeon removed his liver instead. How does something like that happen? William Bryan and his wife Beverly had traveled from Alabama to Florida for what was supposed to be a peaceful getaway. Friends described Bill as warm, dependable, and deeply loved by his family. But during the trip, something changed. Bill began suffering severe pain in his left side. The couple went to Ascension Sacred Heart, Emerald Coast, seeking answers. Imaging reportedly revealed concerns involving Bill's spleen, along with internal bleeding. Doctors recommended surgery. But according to court filings, the pressure to operate continued. Dr. Thomas Shaknovsky was an osteopathic surgeon licensed across multiple states. By all outward appearances, experienced, educated, professional. In deposition testimony later obtained by NBC News, Shaknovsky described praying with the Bryans before surgery. Then, on August 21st, 2020, before the operation began. And within hours, everything would unravel. According to Shaknovsky's deposition, the surgery became chaotic. He claimed Bill began bleeding heavily. The operating room filled with urgency. At some point, Bill Bryan's heart stopped. As chest compressions began, Shaknovsky said he desperately searched for the source of the bleeding. Later, he described the moment like this. It was like an overflown sink that's clogged up, and I'm looking for a fork at the bottom. Then came the moment investigators would later call catastrophic. Prosecutors alleged that instead of removing Bill Bryan's spleen, Dr. Shaknovsky removed his liver. 2 organs, on opposite sides of the body. One mistake that investigators say caused catastrophic blood loss on the operating table. During an 8-hour deposition, attorneys repeatedly asked the surgeon the same question. How could this happen? Shaknovsky insisted the error was not due to ignorance. He said he learned the difference between a liver and a spleen in junior high science class. But under questioning, he gave a statement that would ignite national attention. I couldn't tell the difference because I was so upset. After the failed resuscitation, he said he walked alone into the hospital library to cry. But investigators say the tragedy didn't end in the operating room. According to court filings, the removed organ was allegedly labeled as a spleen. Yet an autopsy would later conclude something horrifying. Bill Bryan's spleen remained inside his body. His liver was gone. The medical examiner ruled the cause of death was from excessive blood loss. As investigators dug deeper, more allegations surfaced. In 2023, Shaknovsky was accused of removing part of a patient's pancreas instead of an adrenal gland. Another lawsuit accused him of failing to recognize deadly signs of sepsis after surgery. Medical boards in Florida, Alabama, and New York eventually suspended or revoked his licenses. Then, a Florida grand jury indicted the surgeon for second-degree manslaughter. On April 13, 2026, deputies moved in. Shaknovsky was driving for Lyft when officers conducted what law enforcement calls a felony stop. Two terrified passengers sat in the back seat as deputies approached with guns drawn. Moments later, the surgeon was handcuffed beside the road, charged with manslaughter. In medicine, errors happen. Surgeons work in impossible conditions. Split-second decisions can mean life or death. But this case raises a question that continues to haunt both the public and the medical world itself. Between panic, pressure, and the operating table, William Bryan lost his life, and a single surgery became one of the most disturbing medical cases in recent memory.